welcome to another episode of the Labels and Labeling video series. I'm Piotr Vnuk, Senior Online Editor, and today I'm joined by Bernard Sun, Head of Business Development for Asia at Durst Group. Bernard, thank you very much for being here. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
Based on your extensive experience in the region, I think I would like to ask first about the most significant trends impacting the label industry in Southeast Asia right now, and also representing Durst, how Durst is assisting label converters in adapting.
Yeah, so again, thank you for welcoming me to the session. And to your questions, the label printing industry, is influenced by four trends in general. Mainly, the first one is sustainability, because of the stricter regulations and the eco-consciousness of consumers that is driving demand for greener solutions. Consumers are now very cautious of what they're purchasing. That was one of the trends, and the other second trend is actually digitalization. We're seeing a huge shift from analog to digital, mainly for agility and customization. The third trend is, yes, and the third trend that we're seeing a lot is now also we so-call the e-commerce growth, the need for short runs, quick turnarounds, personalized packagings, and of course the last one is really more towards regulatory compliance, where there's a lot of requirements for safe materials, needs to be traceable. It has to be traceability. So these are mainly the four trends that we're seeing in Southeast Asia, or also in general in Asia.
Right. So you just mentioned the rise of e-commerce, the rise of demand for shorter run labels, run length, sorry. And how is Durst supporting label converters in Southeast Asia in transitioning into those?
Well, many know since the era of the Durst, where we started off with the Lambdas with more than 1,000 installations worldwide, our origins has been in the high-end imaging. That has established us as natives in the digital printing world. So Durst kind of addresses this through our TAO RSC printers, which is combined with an excellent print quality and productivity, of course, with competitive TCOs that offers customers to be able to reduce waste and energy efficiency. And especially our RSCI, which customers would have seen during the Labelexpo, is a game changer, which enables converters transferring from flexo jobs onto digital while meeting sustainability goals.
Great. And you just mentioned about the Labelexpo. I know Durst will be participating in Labelexpo Southeast Asia in Bangkok.
Yes.
What would be a specific message or a value proposition do you have hope to convey to the attendees of the show?
Well, one of the what we want to convey during the show itself is that, again, we in today's, a lot of customers are not looking for are going to Labelexpo. They're trying to look at new technologies, but at the same time, customers today are not looking for capacity. They're looking for efficiencies. So what we want trying to show converters is how they can be more efficient and more agile in terms of quick job turnarounds, minimum setup, reducing downtimes, variable data, workflow integration. That's what we're hoping trying to show them during the show itself.
Great. And you also said just a second ago you will be promoting TAO 34 RSC E at the show.
Yes.
From your perspective and from your experience in the market in Southeast Asia, what the most specific features will be the most important for the label converters in the region?
Well, we're showcasing our best-selling the TAO RSC, the 340, that delivers production speeds of up to 52 meters per minute with the 6-color configuration that we have showcased. It's upgradable to 80 meters per minute. It has a high print resolutions of a true 1,200 by 1,200 dpi that meets industrial production requirements without compromising on quality. Now, as I mentioned early on, is that some may say, why we're just showcasing 52 meters per minute. It's not really about capacity, it's about efficiency. And that's why we're promoting a lot about eco-friendly production. This has been leading the high performance inkjet label printing since 2009 with hundreds of installations worldwide. And we have more than 90 itself in stores in Asia. So we're basically trying to empower converters to, be able to thrive in this very dynamic market and with cutting edge technologies and again, trying to help them to stay sustainable.
Right. Um, that's going quite sort of a key trend, I think, sustainability, and you keep coming back to that subject. So, in
Yes.
terms of the reducing waste, energy consumption, can you expand a little bit about the features of Tau 340 RSC about in this aspect?
Well, the key benefits of the Tau RSC, the 340, is that is the ease of use,
Mhm.
intuitive, interface, which basically reduces the training needs because what we basically want operators or customers is being able to really being effectively operate the system itself. And more we're trying to keep it not just simplified but also automated and automating. So for example, we have features that the automated noise compensation solutions plus with our versatile AI systems that's allowing customers to be much more efficient. Now, having said that, we also need customers to be versatile. So having versatile, that's where we offer a wide range of, we have our UV inks, our LED inks that handles a diverse substrates, whether it be paper, PP, PET, film, metallized, you name it. That addresses the market needs for much more cost-effective, shorter runs, customizations, and of course, still compliance.
Really great. And you just mentioned inks, you just mentioned software. So obviously your presence at Labelexpo will be way beyond the Tau 340 RSCE. I understand that will be a machine you'll be demonstrating at the show, but what else the visitors can expect from Durst at the show?
Well, Durst is not just an imaging company that sells printers. Durst is a complete solution company that offers, which we so-called pixel to outputs. As we're going to showcase our integrated software ecosystem that comprises of our Durst Workflow label, our Durst Analytics, and our newly introduced our Durst Hawkeye Hawk AI. Now, the Hawk AI, this is a very intelligent AI camera-based system that automates the print quality management by detecting or correcting issues such as missing noses in real time, and there's no operator input required. It basically helps customers to minimize waste and boost overall print, quality. We're basically are trying to offer is a one complete digital ecosystem that ensures converters stay competitive throughout and enhance their automations process.
That's all sounds very exciting, and I look forward to seeing the Durst stand in Bangkok, and we'll be reporting directly from the show, and I'm looking forward to catching up, and perhaps we could present a little video for our visit for the visitors who couldn't make it, and we'll publish it on our website so they could also see a little sneak peek of what was shown in at the expo.
No, exactly. And as you may have heard me repeat it many times about sustainability. I think that's one of the key message that we're trying to drive at the show this year. And this has been also one of the key things because driving sustainability is one of Durst's strategic pillars. As for Durst ourselves, from production, when we're manufacturing sites, when we're running on 100% green energy from our
Mhm.
own, with our own state-of-art solar panels, where we're generating more than 2.2 million watts of peak of in terms of energies. That's almost equivalent to powering almost 2,000 houses. So we're starting from when manufacturing, producing, we're already cautious about sustainability. And
Right.
then by the time, it's part of a commitment towards reducing carbon footprints and making a positive impact to the environment. but also at the same time, during the printing process, a lot of people are saying that how are we helping customers? And a lot of times I want to add on to it because I said a couple of times is that during printing, there are many variables, and that is beyond what we can influence sometimes. But the biggest impact that we could do is basically to help customers in terms of helping them control or reduce so-called the PCF, which is the product carbon footprint. And this is one of the things that we're helping customers limiting the print process emissions by applying energy savings technologies like LEDs, curings, waste preventions, ink saving options. So all this factors in, and this is and also one more thing that people don't take into account is that when you're trying to factor, sustainable, is also taking factor that, for us, we're basically industrial leading lifetime. So
Hmm.
meaning that, if customers had invested, I'll give you an example. I had a customer that bought our first printer since 2013, and that's more than almost 11 years, and to today it's still running. Plus last year they just bought the third unit itself. So it's really about the lifetime serviceability and second life options, so that all adds into the so-called sustainability itself.
Yeah, I think it's very accurate point you're making here, because we often, when we talk about print sustainability, we often focus on materials and waste reduction, but it actually starts right in your factory in Durst, right?
Exactly.
So your carbon footprint calculates right from the beginning of the machine. So it's quite strong message you have there, and I think a very important message for the region as well.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Bernard. As I said, I look forward to meeting you in face to face in Bangkok, and I will be reporting further from the stand.
Yes, they're definitely looking forward to meeting everyone, and we look forward to engaging with a lot of meaningful discussions. I'm more than happy to share and talk about applications, new market opportunities. Of course, it's also a great opportunity for us to learn, from customers, because as customers continue to evolve and they're trying to explore, and so we're more than excited to see how Just can really contribute to their success.
It's fantastic. Great message. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in Bangkok. Thank you very much, Bernard.
Thank you very much.